Okay, hello and welcome back to the couple of people that might watch this video. Doing something a little interesting. Today I've got this game that I played with the Trapper, doing the archive to get all 6 traps, or to trap 6 survivors rather, in one match. It's much harder than it sounds in theory, right? Because that's kind of the entire power, but a lot of times you can't get it to work out. You know, you don't place your traps fast enough. You just don't have any instances where you can chase people back into the territory that you're trying to defend and all of that. So I was just going for this game, you know, in my free time. I had my instant replay on. I wasn't really talking over it because I didn't intend to, you know, make anything out of it. But this is probably one of my better games as Trapper. As you can probably tell, I don't have any good perks for him. I've got some of my favorite ones that I think would work well on pretty much any killer equipped, but 3 of them are at level 1. You know, they're nothing special as far as the perks go. So, I mean, one of the first traps that I set here at that window worked out, and, you know, is what it is. So I tried really hard to get the traps into some like good choke points, you know, around the jungle gyms and around the main building because, you know, that's where survivors tend to loop the most. You can see now I'm breaking out that door, and I'm going to set this trap right here in the grass. I think that's a good trap.
I think that's a good one.
And yeah, it kind of cuts off that direct path towards the window, makes you go all the way around.
Chase you.
And that was the intention behind that. So I didn't like that I had to hit the obsession there. She just basically was super easy to hit, so I did. And then she does a dumb thing here and just heals at the pallet. Gives it to me for free without stunning because I did that little trap set tech. And then she just gives up right here. Okay. You might notice her name is Joker. So I don't know if she was just in here trolling or whatever the deal was. But yeah, you're gonna notice throughout the game that player is not playing particularly well. Kind of just gives up when, you know, they get found, and I don't know what their deal was, but nevertheless, still a good game. So I think to this point I've had 2 people step in traps. I probably should have been keeping better track of that. Maybe I'll throw a counter on the video when I'm editing it back. But I think up to this point I've had 2, so that's a pretty decent start, you know. I had the one at the very beginning, and then I had the one when I had just hooked that person. I couldn't get over there. But this is the person that stepped in the trap. Once again, I did that little trap setting tech at the pallet to not get stunned. And as I expected, she just ran away after throwing the pallet, thinking potentially that I might break it, but she didn't use that loop at all, so ended up being quite easy. Something that I'm a little disappointed about that happened in this game is that I didn't really use Save the Best for Last super well, which can be really good on any killer that can only really down using their M1. There are a couple of Trapper add-ons that can make his power a bit stronger in terms of doing damage, but you do most of your actual injuring with the M1 attack. So in this situation, I just decided to pop the gen since the pop timer ran out a bit faster because it is at level 1. So I'll pop that, reset the trap, come back to the main building. Didn't really feel like chasing that girl. I saw that she had sprint burst, so decided that this was the better course of action. Here's that Feng again. Again, just being super easy to find. I'm really trying to chase her into that trap so I don't have to hit her and waste my stacks. But she's not going for it. And she decides to self-care at the edge of the map. Now, I don't know what the hell the point was there. Maybe she's really smart.
50S.
Maybe she wanted to make me waste my stacks, thinking that I had saved the best for last. But to this point, I haven't really made it obvious that I have that perk. So I don't really know what she's doing. Once again, might just be trolling, might just be salty for whatever reason. I don't know. But coming back to this gen to defend it, I tried a little moonwalk there to see if I could get her to go out the back way and give me a free hit, but nothing doing. She had already disabled the trap, so I do the same thing again that I had done previously, and we move on. I did find her there, just kind of lucky. I think I probably hurt her at the time, but yeah, at this point, she tries to go to the other side of the map, which is pretty smart, you know. I don't have any traps set up over here. I don't love the idea of taking this chase, but you know, I'll entertain it for now. So I tried to set the trap there, thinking that this might be a bit longer of a loop around the shack. She just threw the pallet right away. She didn't care at all. So, you know, I take that. Shack pallet's obviously very powerful to get out of the way as the killer. At this point, just continue chasing her. It looks like, you know, W Key Warrior over here. As she comes into this jungle gym, I'm hoping that maybe she'd run into my trap, so I try to go around, but I get psyched out because there was 2 other people here, one of which was the Obsession. Dude, why do I always find you? Dude, why do I always find you? Because that's really annoying when you're trying to save up stacks to save the best for last. But yeah, I was trying to go for that Nia who I'd been chasing this entire time, and 2 other people just ran out. And then she healed up with her medkit, which is a strong medkit, given how fast she has healed. But yeah, I get rid of the pallet and I continue right on chasing her. I didn't want to continue chasing the Obsession again, and then this is the second time that this trap at the window has worked out. You know, that's a window where a lot of times you can get a fast vault coming from inside out, but not outside in. I was just kind of hoping, you know, to catch it one more time, but that ended up working out nicely for the second time this game. So I think that makes it 3 traps that have successfully caught survivors. I wasn't really keeping close track while I was playing, so I know that by the end of this game, I've watched it back already, I was like, oh nice, when I realized that I got the challenge done, because that was one of the challenges that I thought was going to be more difficult. You can see I'm clearly lost here, couldn't find that person that I saw on barbecue, let them get away, so yeah, but the 6 traps in one game seems like a really difficult challenge to get. It's up there with that hit 5 people with Feral Frenzy challenge from Legion. This girl gets really unlucky here and just runs right into my trap after being unhooked, I believe. I think she was the one who I had unhooked before. So yeah, I didn't really care about DS. At this point I actually wanted the Obsession to change so that when I kept finding that Fang over and over again, I think I'm getting close. Keep losing stacks, but yeah, so that's 4, I believe, 4 traps, which means that there's 2 to go, and yeah, at this point, oh, that was the 5th, so I immediately go to try to catch her. She gets out of the trap, unfortunately, and it's the damn Obsession again. So, like usual, she just gives up. She stands there. I hit her. I lose my stacks. When it's level 1, you lose 4 stacks every time you hit the Obsession, which means 1 down of the Obsession will lose all of your stacks. So it was unfortunate. I ended up having to play the rest of this game without save the best for last, but at the end of the day, it didn't really matter too much. So I see these people healing on barbecue. I come straight over. I'm hoping to get like 1 more stack before like the Obsession is truly out of the game. But this is the 6th trap right here. So I abandoned chasing that Nia who I haven't hooked all game, and I came for the Meg just to down her and get her on the hook. So at this point I've done the challenge. I didn't realize it yet, so that was really, really good. I reset the trap because it's in the grass a little bit. You know, clearly it's at a pretty decent spot there with the pallet being there, and I was hoping that that would come in handy later on as well, but I don't think I catch anybody in that.
Hatch is right here.
I just heard myself say that I found the hatch, so we know the hatch is in main building. There's still 2 gens left to be done. There's only 2 players left. At this point, I feel like I've won the game, just because I don't really foresee anybody looping me for 2 gens. So I find this Nia again, just unlucky for her that she keeps getting found. You can see I'm trying to push her towards the traps that I have. She's going towards that one that I reset. She knows it's there. because of the Meg, but once again, I'm trying to cut her off here, trying to make her go towards the trap. She's not going for it, so I gained some distance, and she's the one who fell into that trap that's already set there, so she goes around it, which, you know, good on her, but I know she's got sprint burst, no dead hard, so I pick her up, and I think she's going to DC when I start walking down the stairs. Yep. So that leaves one person left. The traps are still up, the hatch is right here, and it's a race to the gates. So at this point, yeah, I didn't really care if the last person got out, but I was still going to try. I head over to the closer gate. I'm going to put a trap there, I believe. Yeah, I put a trap there, so this way I'll at least get notified when the survivor is coming over to open that gate, and then I head to the other one. If you can get traps down at both gates, that's really strong. You probably notice now I'm not carrying any more traps, so I probably was just going to defend this gate and wait for the trap to snap on the other one. But I do see the scratch marks here, so I'm looking around thinking she's going to hide. This is the last Nia. She was just like a base skin Nia, basically. Hiding right here, you know, teabagging a little bit, hoping for some mercy. I wasn't really feeling it, so yeah, just down her, pick her up, put her on a hook. I think I'm going to try something a little stupid here, like a little 360, because I've got my Q and E keys bound to turn left, turn right because of steering with Billy. So, bit of a weird 360 thing there. But, yeah, just having a little bit of fun at the end of the game. I think at this point that I knew that I got the challenge, or at least that I thought that I got the challenge. So I'm just smacking shit, picking up trap, come over and place it in whatever. But yeah, these guys weren't the worst survivors in the world. You know, we got a couple red ranks, a purple and a green, I think. We're gonna see here. I got a merciless, so that's, you know, perfect, near perfect game, if not
Nice.
perfect. And yeah, so these guys, they were decent. Nothing too special. It was a little bit unlucky, the order that I kept finding people, as far as the survivors are concerned. That one Nia just seemed to be always around, and I found the obsession, which was the Fang, multiple times, not even intentionally. So yeah, at the end of the day, that was just one of the better Trapper games I've ever played, and I was happy to have used my power effectively, because that's something I usually struggle to do. I wasn't using any crazy add-ons, just the trap setting speed and the bag for extra carrying capacity. But yeah, this just seemed like a fun game. Thought I'd share it with you. Shout out to Otsdarva for you know, all of his Trapper videos and teaching me how to play Trapper a bit. That was definitely helpful. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.